Cross My Stitches. My name is Jackie and today is March 22nd, 2020. It is Sunday and this is episode 44. And as you can hear, I am very congested. I have a head cold. No, I don't have COVID. And I picked this up, I guess, when I was at work on Friday and came home and Saturday I started to feel it in the afternoon, and today I woke up with this full-blown head cold. So I apologize. I will be sniffling and stuff. If I'm gonna cough or sneeze, I'll probably pause this so you guys don't have to see that. But I think I just picked a wonderful time to go back to work, as it is mayhem. It is mayhem, and this is my second time videoing this because I filmed an hour-long video just a few minutes ago and put everything away and went to do the editing and found out that the camera malfunctioned and it lost everything. So I'm on take 2 and hopefully I won't forget anything because the last one was an hour long, so we'll see how long this one's gonna be. But for those that you don't know, I went back to work about February 20th, I think it was, when I started back to work. I'm working in retail. I went back to work for Walmart. I worked for Walmart for 17 years when I was in Florida, and we came back, when we moved to Kentucky, I was having a hard time finding a job that paid decent. My husband as well. I put a little makeup on so I didn't look so pale and sickly, so hopefully I don't look too bad. But anyway, he works in manufacturing, and he couldn't find anything around here that paid decent, and we both ended up at the Walmart because it pays better than what we've seen around here. So we're both working for Walmart, and it has been mayhem. It is not the right time to start a job. Everybody's going crazy, and I wish everyone would just calm down. Okay, we're all in this together. The whole world is in this together, and we will get through it. So stop being crazy, people. Stop being crazy. You'll get what you need. The trucks are still rolling. The truckers are still working. The healthcare professionals are still working. And the retailers that are in the essential jobs are still working. And we're there to help you. We're there for you. We're risking our own lives and the lives of our families to help you. Don't come in to the store or into the hospitals or anything else and be rude and disrespectful to the people that are there working amidst all of this chaos and health hazards. Okay, we do it for you, so please. I've had so many rude customers. I've had a lot of wonderful customers that thank me for being there and taking care of what I need to take care of. I mean, at this point, we receive approximately 10 tractor trailers a day, trying to keep the store stocked. And when I say keep it stocked, we are there all day long. Okay, when a truck comes in, we all get called to that area where the truck came in, and we all have to blitz out that truck to get the product to the shelves to help the customers. And it's really disheartening when customers are rude, are snapping at you, are disrespectful. We don't control what comes in. We don't control what's on the shelf. Be thankful that we're there, risking our own health and our family's health so that you can get the things you need. So please, thank a retail employee next time you're in a retail store. Thank a medical person that's next time that you're in a hospital or doctor's office or something else, because they don't need to be there. They could be home like you are, but they're not. They're there trying to help. So done with that rant. Anyway, I've got a lot to show. I'm going to do it a second time and show it again, and hopefully I won't forget anything because I did include a lot of stuff and I hope I brought it all back. So we'll see. So the first thing I wanted to share is some old FFOs, some things that I came across that are appropriate for spring. So, and the first one is a little pillow that I made, a little hanging pillow that I made for St. Patty's Day, because St. Patty's Day just went by and I am Irish. My mother's last name is Callahan, so we are definitely Irish, and wanted to share. This is Luck of the Irish little pillow. I got it out of a Just Cross Stitch magazine, an older issue, and there it is. Got a little bow at the top, And then on the back, I put my name and the year that I stitched it. So just so cute, love it. So this is hanging in my office, my little craft room. Then the second one is a very old piece from the 90s, and I probably showed it when I first started cross stitching, or first started doing videos, but I have a lot more subscribers now, and you probably haven't seen this unless you've gone back. And this is a design from Dale Burdett, and it is called Fresh Spring Peas, and it is on a serving tray. And there it is. I'm trying to get it so the glare isn't showing. It is so adorable. I love this design. Love the bunny and the eggs, and just it's one of the first things that I did stitch within the first year when I started stitching. So this has been with me all that time, and I keep it, and it stays on my desk, and I use it to throw all my little extra flosses and stuff that need to be put away. So that's that. So those are my two flashbacks on cross stitch. Hold on, just need to get a drink. My throat's all scratchy, so I'm trying not to cough. So I have two FFOs. So these are things that I previously showed as finishes, but now I finally got them finished. The first one is Sister Suffragette. I did the USA pin. I have plans to do all the pins. So this is the first one, and this is what it looks like. Oops. There it is. It came out so cute. I love it. This ribbon I had gotten last year after 4th of July, and it fit it perfectly. And on the back, I've got it covered with felt. Inside is a washer, and I know I have some of those really strong magnets to put on it, but I can't find them. I cannot. I've searched everywhere for the last 2 weeks looking for my magnets, and they're somewhere in my craft room. So when I find them, I was going to wear it today. I just couldn't find my magnets. So, but it is done. It is too cute. I love it, and I can't wait to do the rest of them. So that's my first finally finished object. My second one I'm not overly thrilled with, but I'm going to leave it because I am. So it is Spring ABCs, Little House Needleworks. This is it here. It is fabric that I hand dyed myself. It is a 28 count or 32, I can't remember. I dyed it in some green and yellow. So this is what it came out. I did change some of the colors on the design. I can tell you that all the bunnies and all the birds have beads for their eyes. And then on the bottom here, the two bunnies, I made one a white chocolate bunny and one a dark chocolate bunny. So that was really cute, love it. So, and the funny thing is, when I went to finish this, I noticed that I stitched all this quilt here over too far. So it was like way over to here, and I didn't realize it until I went to finish this, and when it wasn't matching up, I'm like, what the heck? So I had to go back and rechart the whole quilt because I had already given the pattern away. In fact, I think I sent it to Barb and Leanne, and so I had to rechart it by hand so I could rip it all out and then move it over, move it towards the letters to get it back lined up again. So, but I'm glad to have it done. I'm not overly thrilled with this yellow fabric with it. I wish I had done more of a blue. So, but I'm not going to change it now. I'm just not. So there it is. It goes on my board. I have a board that I use for each one. So this, whoops, hold on. So this is the board. It's got magnets. So there it is. And then at the top of this, and again, I couldn't find my magnets, and I don't have any extra washers because it's got a magnet up here, but I don't have any extra washes. I couldn't find any ribbon, some spring ribbon to make a big bow, so I bought this bow at the Walmart over in the spring and Easter stuff, and I'm going to stick that up here. So that will go there, and I'll play with it when I get it there. But that's the best I'm going to do, and I'm just going to leave it at that. So that's what it's going to look like. So I'm glad to have that done. I still have to do the summer ABCs. I love, sorry, I'm trying to lay this down. I love the summer ABCs that, what is her name on Instagram? My Life with Miss Sassy. Okay, she just started doing FLOSSTUBE. But she did summer ABCs and she made it more patriotic, and I just love it. So I'm really thinking I'm going to change it. Before I do it, I'm going to change it up a little like she did, because I really do love it. So, but I need to get it done before summer. So those are my 2 FFOs. So I have also 2 finishes this week that I finished. I'm not getting a lot of time to stitch because I'm working every day and I am worn out. I am worn out. Stocking trucks all day long after I haven't worked for over a year is killing me. So I come home, I'm hurting, I'm tired. I pass out pretty much right after dinner and I don't have strength to stitch. So, but I did manage to get these completed and I'm so thrilled about it. I'm really thrilled. The first one is Crosswing Collections Cedar Waxwing. I have been working on this for a while. I started it and then I put it down and then I'm restarting. You know, I picked it back up again and I really wanted to get it done before the end of March. I had a goal to get this one and the other one I'm going to show you done before the end of March because I'm part of the Stitch from Stash Facebook group. So it's the Stitch from Stash 2017 to 2020 Facebook group. I only have $25 a month to spend on supplies and then I get extra credits for finishes. And I was in the hole, so I knew I had to get these done. So this is the first one and it is just beautiful. There you go. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And I have plans to start a second one, so I will show that in my plans. But I want to wait and get both of them, the other one finished before I take them over and get them framed because I'd like to get them frame matching. So really thrilled about having that one complete. And then the second one, and that was done on 36 count raw linen with all the called for colors. And then the second one is Drawn Threads Welcome Spring. Now I have quite a few of these welcome ones. I'd like to do all the seasons, so I started with spring because we're in spring. And I changed the floss to silks. So this is done in silks, except for the white. The bunny and the eggs are both done in cotton floss, but the rest of it is all done in dinky dyes or silks for you. And here it is here. It's done on a 28 count linen. And there you go. I hope you guys can see that. It's just beautiful. The colors, everything, I just love it. I'm trying to see where I'm at here because I'm trying to look through the fabric so I can show you. So pretty. Now I want to get all 4 seasons done and then use the same frame and flip them out. So I need to find a frame or have a frame made that will match all 4 designs. But so glad to have that done. So that's 2 finishes for this month. I think I have, I can't remember how many finishes I have for the year so far. No, I can't check that. I think I have 9. I have them written down, but I don't have it with me. I think I have 9 finishes for this year so far. So really happy to have those done. So let's talk about whips. Oh, and I did want to mention real quick, hey, I love the fact that you guys had such a great time watching me and Peg. Okay, we had a ball doing that video together, and we're going to do it again. Hopefully in 2 weeks, approximately 2 weeks, we'll do it again unless this virus thing keeps us apart. I haven't seen her. I saw her just once a few days ago. She happened to come into Walmart while I was working, so I had a few minutes to talk to her. But we haven't had any time to sit together to stitch or anything because of this. So hopefully it'll calm down enough where we both feel comfortable doing the video again. But she definitely wants to come back and do a second one, and I'm thrilled to have her. So hopefully you guys will stay tuned to see Peg again because she has a finish. And I'm sure she has some whips she's been working on as well. So let me show you my whips. The first one is Wintertime by New York Dreamer. I told you before that this is the pattern that Barb and Leanne gave me after they finished their pillows. And this is what I'm stitching in memory of Leanne. And I'm excited about this. I'm stitching it on a, I believe it's a 28 or a 32 count even weave. and I'm using all my own colors, so I'm using floss that I have. So there it is. So that's where I'm at. I got winter, and I'm starting the T there. So really love this design. The fabric is kind of wild. You know, that part of it's lighter and part of it's darker, but I think that's going to make it look pretty cool when it's done. So that's the first thing I've been working on. The second one is my stocking for my son Hunter. This is Stony Creek's Christmas in the Woods, and this one's called Winter Wonderland Stocking. Now I am doing this as a sal with Amy Loves Toads and Crystal. Crystal doesn't have a floss tube, but she's on a lot of the Facebook groups. And Crystal is doing the big picture, and Amy and I are doing the stocking. So you can go on Instagram and see all of our progress. I think we said we were going to put Stony Creek. No, I don't remember what we're going to hashtag it. If I can find it, I'll put it up here. There's a hashtag for it that Crystal came up with, and it might be SC Stocking Sal. It might be that, but I don't know. I'll try to put it up here. But looking forward to continue to work on this. I only got a little bit done. So since the last time, I've got this green down here and a little bit of the snow. So that's as far as I've gotten with it. And then my next one is out of the Home for Holidays book from Blackbird Designs. This is Christmas Garden, which if you don't remember what that looks like, there it is there. And again, I'm doing this, mine is on 36 count doubloon, and I'm doing all my own colors. So I did a color conversion to a brighter set of colors. And this is what it looks like. Coming along quite well. Got a couple of the motifs put in. I need to continue with the border. I'll probably run the border down this side. I'll probably start doing the border down this side so I can continue with the motifs. But lovely, lovely design. I love it. And my next one is a new start. It is a new Blackbird Designs. I belong to the Facebook group, Fan of Blackbird Designs, and Patricia Geary has a lending library, and she posted this one that was available for lending, and I was lucky enough to be chosen to start it. It is Blackbird Designs America the Beautiful, and I am doing mine on a 40 count Lakeside Linen flagstone, and this is my start. I started this last night. And I'm working on the alphabet first, and some of the colors are called for and some of the colors are not. So that's where I'm at right now. So it's 1/2, and I did change up a lot of the colors because I'm not into the faded prim look, so I did do a little bit more color. So it's got some Victorian motto, it's got some Gast thread, it's got some classic colorworks thread, so it's just a mishmash of threads that I'm doing it. So I'll continue after I'm finished with this video. I'm going to get back on this and get that alphabet finished today. And I think that's all that I have been working on so far. I have not worked on my Linens and Thread sampler sal. For March, I have not finished that. I'm not enjoying stitching on it. And part of it is because of the silks, because my fingers are so rough from working that my rough fingers are catching the silk all the time and driving me nuts. So I don't know if I'm going to continue it or if I'm going to try to change it out to a different thread. Now, I thought about doing it in sulky threads. And so I'm looking at it. I'll make a decision. I might try to convert it over to sulky, and then the ones that I did stitch, I'll just pull them out and redo them in the sulky when I have time. So we'll see. We'll see what I decide. I haven't made a decision yet. So that's everything that I've been working on. I did dye some trim. So I have cotton chenille trim that I dyed. So I did 3 different colors for spring. I didn't do them for any particular project except for I just felt like doing some dyeing. So I'll show you what I got. So the first one is a yellow. There's a chenille in yellow. It's got some modeling in it. I kind of like that. The next one is a, I'm trying to fix them before I show them because they're in a pile. Next one is a purple. It's like a red grapey purple. It's a little more red than that, but it's a purple. It's real pretty. It's like a grape purple is what I call it. And then the last one, oh, I'm not going to fix it. Is like a gray blue. And for you, it looks blue. It looks like baby blue, but it's more, no, that ain't helping. I'm trying to see if I can fix it. It's more, no, I can't. It's more gray blue, but it's real pretty. So I dyed those, and I also dyed some cording, which is synthetic, so it doesn't take the dye as well. But this one's like a mauvey pink, and yeah, that's definitely not the right color. And I'm using natural light here, so I don't know. And this one here is not blue, it's more gray. So I dyed those. Gave me something to do. Excuse me. I'm gonna drink again. I'm glad it's just a head cold and that's all it is. Let's talk about, I think I got all my purchases here. Let's talk about purchases. That's for this. I have to rearrange now because it messed me up. I had to put it all away and I drag it all back out again. So I got my Just Cross Stitch magazine. I didn't see a lot in this issue that I was overly thrilled with. This is a beautiful design right here, but it's not something I would do. I really enjoyed the first one that I got, which was the previous month's issue. So, but it's going to be hit and miss for everybody, right? Because we all don't have the same taste, so that's what makes it great. But still a beautiful magazine. So glad that they decided to up their game on that. I talked on Stitch Mania about a month or so ago about an issue that I was having with the ball tip needles. I had purchased ball tip needles from an online store, and when I got them, I was using them for my Santa, and within a couple days, the plating flaked off, and I'm like, wow, you spend $9 for 2 needles, and for them to flake within a couple days was very upsetting. So I did contact the person I purchased them from, the company, and they immediately refunded me the money. But I also contacted Sullivan and told them, you know, that their needles should not be flaking if you're spending $4.50 a needle or $4 a needle, $7.99, $8.99, whatever you're paying. They shouldn't be flaking. And when I sent that message out to Stitch Mania, to other stitchers, a lot of people had the same issue with the needles. They said, oh, that happened to me too, that happened to me too. And it just surprised me that so many people were having the same issue. Now, I'm not someone who normally has issues with needles. I don't tarnish needles. I don't have an issue with them tarnishing or anything. And my favorite needle has always been Pat Carson. I love Pat Carson needle. I've never bent one. The gold has never worn off of one. I've never had an issue with them, but I was interested in trying the ball tip needles. So, sorry. So when Sullivan finally did get back to me, they apologized and sent me 2 more needles for free. So if you're one of those people that have had these needles and had an issue, I'm going to hopefully post below the contact information for Sullivan's so that you can reach out to them and tell them that you've had this issue. Now, I sent them pictures in the email of the needles flaking, so I would suggest you do the same if you have needles that are flaking so that they can see that it's an issue and send you some new ones. So if you had that issue, contact Sullivan's and see if they will replace them for you. While I was doing that, some other stitchers told me about a young lady in, and I'm saying young lady, I don't know how old she is, in Canada that was selling ball tip needles, and I had heard through rumor, I didn't verify this information, that she was one of the original people that came up with this design for these needles, and she's been using them for over 9 years. And so I ordered the needles because she has them. You get 3 ball tip needles for $6, so $2 a needle instead of $4 a needle. So I ordered them. I will post her Facebook group below because I want to say it's called Polka Dot Stitchery is what I think it is, but I will post it below so that if you want to try ball tip needles, you can reach out to her. I got 40 millimeter needles, and then I got 37 millimeter needles. I haven't tried them yet, but I have them, and I might try them on a couple of my new projects, because I have a couple of things I'm going to start. But definitely worth, what a bargain compared to the other ones. So I'm going to give those a shot. And her name is, I think, Stacy. Is it Stacy? Hold on. Katie. It's Katie. So I will give that information below as well, so that if you're interested in checking out these needles, that you can join her Facebook group and touch base with her to order the needles. I placed an order with Lindsay, CrossStitchSupplies.com. I've talked about her shop before. She always sends a little skein of floss when you place an order. She also, I'll cover that, she sends you a coupon for your next order, which is awesome. I ordered some fabric from her. I ordered some white, this is antique white 36 count linen. And what was great is, if you don't see the cut that you want on her site, just send her an email. I needed a fat half. Now on her site, she lists fat 1/8, fat quarters, and some other size I can't remember. But I contacted her and said, hey, can you give me a continuous cut and give me a fat half? And she said, absolutely. She said, order 2 fat quarters and just put me a note in the bottom reminding me that it's a continuous piece. You want it as one piece. And she did, so she sent it to me. And this I purchased for my Rose Quaker. So this is what's left after I cut the piece I needed for my Rose Quaker. So I have that from Lindsay. And then I bought this because I thought it was kind of cool. And I'm hoping it's going to look really awesome. This is called 32 count Splash Basalt Splash Basalt with white dots Lugana. This is a 13 by 17 inch piece. It is based by Swagger, and this is what it looks like. It looks like random snow dots, and I thought this would be so cool. I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to pause for a second. Sorry about that. I thought this would be so cool for my Brooks Books Advent Animals. So I am going to do my next one on this. When I believe I'm doing Duncan the dog as number 4. I think that's who's next. I'm going to do him on this because I want to see how he looks. And if that works out, I'm definitely going to be buying more of this fabric. So anytime you're doing anything that needs snow and you want a darker fabric, this is just gorgeous. So check out this fabric. It is Lugana on Lindsay's shop, CrossStitchingSupplies.com. So I'm excited to do that, and of course I will show it when I start stitching that particular design. I'll show you what it looks like on there. I purchased some things from eBay. I like going on there every once in a while. You catch some good deals. I really loved Marjorie Baston, but her designs are so detailed and so confetti-ish that I've tried to avoid them pretty much, even though I love the designs. But I saw this one and I said, this doesn't look as big, and of course it's birds, so I had to get it. There it is, Feathered Friends. And look at those birds. The bluebird and the cardinal had me. That's all I needed to see, and I'm like, I can do this. I can do this. It may be confetti-ish, but I can do it. So I'm excited to have that in my pattern collection. Sorry, mine just went boing, just right out of my head. Old age. I also ordered this one for a good price. It is called Pomegranate Sampler from Hillside Samplings. I really like quite a few of their designs. And their samplers have a punch of color, which I love. They're not prim. They're more, I don't want to say bright because it's not bright. It's just jeweled. Jewel tone. It's a darker, but a punch of color, which is really cool. So I got that one. And then I ordered this lavender and lace, and this is the second time I had to order it. The first time I ordered it, it disappeared in shipping, so I had to order it again. And it is called Tea Garden, and I took a picture of it so you can see it. And it's these 3 designs. Just so pretty. I love it. They got pansies, they got a rose, and then they got, it looks like jasmine or something. I'm not sure what that is. What is that? Now I'm dying to know what it is. It says. It doesn't say what kind of flower it is. It looks like lavender to me. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But really pretty. Really, really pretty. So I got that. And then, my God, my heart skipped a beat, okay? Because, again, I told you I belong to fans of Blackbird Designs. Patricia Geary had gotten hold of some old out of print patterns, and she was going to offer them at retail to stitchers that were looking for them. And she went through our In Search of post and found people looking for these particular patterns and offered to sell them at retail because they were donated to her. And I was over the moon when she contacted me about this particular pattern, because I was never going to see this, never. And to pay retail, just retail for it, I was floored. It is Joyous Noel by Blackbird Designs. What a fabulous book. I love this design. I am definitely going to do that. I can't wait. It's also the book that had the original 'Tis the Season in it. You can see it's got another pattern there. It's got a bird. This one here with the stocking with the Eiffel Tower is just gorgeous. It's just full of patterns. That I was just so thrilled to get. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so happy. And then she had some other patterns that were not out of print that she was just selling at retail. So I picked up this one, Bountiful Harvest. I just love those berries. They are just so cute. So I got that one. And then the last thing that I purchased was, I had to purchase because I was just so upset that I have Q-snaps. Now I don't use them all the time. I use them very rarely. I prefer to stitch with a hoop. So, and there are times when I can't, because like with the Welcome Spring, that particular fabric was, I'm just having a hard time getting the hoop marks out of, so I started putting it in a Q-snap. And I've had this particular Q-snap set maybe 3 months, and I've used it maybe twice. And I went to use it with that design, and they all just snapped from age. So every one of the snaps that came with it, look at, they're all cracked and peeling and breaking. This one snapped in two, and it's not that old. I've only had it 3 months maybe. So I was very upset that that happened. So I had to go out and buy new Q-snap covers, clamps. So I had gone Amazon, my old faithful, and got a set of 8.5 and a set of 6-inch ones, because I had to have them, because now my Q-snaps don't have any of the clamps. So that is that. That was all my purchases. So let's see. What am I going to work on? So I don't think I'm going to start the bird one just yet. I have plans to start. Grab this over here. Oh wait, I gotta show you something else. I found this idea on hold on, where's that thread coming from? I found this idea on one of those videos that pops across your Facebook feed all the time, and I thought it was the most fabulous idea. Why is that doing that? Hold on, I gotta fix it. Hold on, hold please. Because I'm a sewer, and if anybody's a sewer, you're going to love this idea. Because I have a hard time keeping track of my little bobbins with my threads. So I saw this idea, and I was like, bingo, this is going to be awesome. So what you do is you get yourself a little rubber band. And you put the rubber band through the hole in your bobbin. Push it all the way through to the other side. So you got it. You got your bobbin, right? Grab the two of them together, put it on one hand like that, and then stick it over your thread. And look, it's all together. Who knew? So simple, but I love it. Now I keep them like this, and I have one of those racks that goes on the wall that has the spool holder, and I put them like this, so when I grab this, I got it all together, and I don't have to sit there and hunt to find out what color matches what, because I have them all together. So I love this idea. So if you're a stitcher and you haven't seen this before, What a game changer to keep thread. So I have that. I'm going to put you on hold for a minute because I have to blow my nose. Okay, sorry about that. I didn't want to have my nose running on the camera. And I did forget to show you one other thing that I bought that's hanging here. And this is from Walmart. And I saw this in the spring and Easter stuff. Look at this frame. Look at this piece of wood. It's dimensional, whitewashed, and I can't wait to find a design to put right in the center of this baby and then put some ribbon or put some bows right up on the top. It's going to be gorgeous. $10 over at the Walmart. So when it's just on the back, it just looks like that. So check out your spring and summer at the Walmart in the craft department and see what they got, because that's pretty cool. Put that back up here. Okay, so my plans. I have two things besides the bird thing that I'm going to start, but probably not just yet, is I want to do my Rose Quaker. So I showed this before. I want to start this. If you haven't seen this done, go check out Lori of Middaugh Stitches, because she just finished hers and it is just so gorgeous. And I want to say that she did hers on platinum linen, maybe, I'm not positive, but it is spectacular. So I ordered this pattern from Germany. I had it shipped over, but I am told that any L&S or online shop that carries dinky dyes should also be able to get this pattern. So ask your local needlework shop if they can order it, or ask your online retailer if they can order the pattern for you. I got my antique white, and then all the floss are in here. So I want to get this started. I'm dying to get this started. So I'm going to get this started at some point in the next week. That's one. And then I have been wanting to do this one for a long time. This is garbage all over me. This is One Nation by Bygone Stitches, and I've seen a lot of people working on this, and they're doing a year-long SAL with it, where they're doing 1 star and 1 state name a week for 52 weeks, so 52 stars and stripes, 52 names of states, and they'll have it done in a year. So I really wanted to do this. The reason I held off doing it was because the floss would be so expensive. It takes 24 skeins of floss to do this piece in red, white, and blue. And I think they did it on 32 count, on red, white, and blue. And I'm like, oh my God, that would be, 24 skeins times $2, even just $2, which is dirt cheap to get a skein of floss. That would be $48. So it's going to be over $55 just in floss to do this piece, and then pay for your fabric. And I just couldn't fathom that. And this past week, I had this epiphany of a thought. I'm like, what am I thinking? I can do this in silkies. I have patriotic silkies that I can use. And there's 50 yards on each roll, which is more than enough to do this. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my Silky Petites, and I ordered a piece of 36 count linen. It's gray. I can't remember what color it is. Bramble, maybe. I think it's Bramble I ordered. And I ordered it from Lindsay over at CrossStitchingSupplies.com, so she's going to send that out to me, and I'm going to start this piece. And I'm going to do 2 state names and 2 stars every week until I get caught up, and I might just keep doing 2. But my plan is I have to get caught up to where everybody else is. So that's what I'm going to do. So as soon as my fabric comes in, this is going to get started. So those are going to be my 2 starts, and maybe the bird one will be a 3rd. We'll see. I think that's it. I want to talk about the giveaways. Okay, so I did do the drawings for the giveaways for my 2,000 subscribers, and I put messages on each of the winners' comment, hoping they would reach out to me and talk to me before I film this, but they have not. I was trying to avoid the scammers because most of you probably heard by now that Danielle from Stitcherista was giving out some gift certificates, and scammers contacted her claiming to be the winners, and she ended up losing the gift certificates to the scammers and had to replace them to the real winners, which was a big debacle and cost her a lot of money. So I was trying to avoid that happening. So I will tell you before I announce who the winners are, and I need you to contact me, I'm going to vet you. I'm going to make sure you are who you say you are, because I want to make sure that the people that are supposed to win are winning. So my first winner, let me pull this up on my phone. My first winner of the project bag that I'm going to custom make and all this stuff, and I'll show that in a minute. That winner is Barbara Klotzter. I'm going to put it up here so you guys can see it. Okay, that is the winner. I drew that name several days ago. This is random picker. She's the USA winner. Okay, so Barbara, please get my email address below and contact me. I'll show you some of the things that Barbara's going to win, and I'm probably going to throw in some more stuff because that's how I am, but I'm going to show you. So the first thing I need to know from Barbara when you email me is what fabric you want your project bag to be. So we have teacups, we have coffee, because some people are teacups, some people are coffee, and then we have Mickey and Minnie Disney. Okay, so what fabrics do you want your bag made out of, and then what size, what style bag, the cats are going wild, what style bag you want. So you got vinyl front, you have envelope style like Fauna taught everybody how to do, or you just have a zipper front one. So what style you want, and then what size you want. So do you want just a standard bag, or do you want a smaller bag, a little bit larger bag? Let me know what size so I can make it for you. And then what I'm including in the bag is the following. Grab all this stuff up here. The first thing is a pair of Ginger scissors. These are beautiful cutting scissors. These are donated from Lindsay from Cross Stitching Supply. She sent those so that I could give them away during the drawing. So you'll get those. You'll get a crane neck custom quarter. So if you don't know how to use this, go watch Fauna, the Twisted Stitches. She show you how to make your own cording. Okay, we have some pattern. What we got, I'm going to give you a thread charm. It's not going to be this one, but it's going to be a thread charm to put onto your threads. And I'll also include, sorry, throwing things. I'll also include some threads and a loop to put your threads on with the charm. Some patterns I'm going to include, and they're mostly, I think, all seasonal, so which is great. You have different ones for different seasons. This one's Heinz It. Welcome, what does it say? Welcome Winter, and it comes with the charm. These are all brand new patterns. Comes with the charm. We have Rovaris, which is Give Thanks. Again, comes with all the little goodies. The Blue Flowers Quilting Bee. Some Bent Creek seasonal. This one is Fare Thee Well. You got Glad Tidings. You got Peace. What's it say? Peace be with you. Also a larger one that is a Bent Creek, which is the first fall of snow. I have this one I love. This is one I should have kept. I love this one. It is a Hearts and Berries sampler. It's just a little small sampler, but look at how adorable that is. I love the colors. Look at that. You got Lavender Wings, My Love. It's a little saying that is romantic for lovers. And then Whispering in the Wind is a very delicate snowflake design. There it is. You can do it both ways, with the border or without. And then I'm sure I'll be throwing in some other things as well. So, and I also need to know from you, Barbara, what kind of fabric you stitch on. Do you stitch on Aida? Do you stitch on linen? Do you stitch on even weave? What is your preferred fabric? So the second person who won was, and this is for the $40 gift certificate for cross stitch overseas. It is Viv S. So Viv, if you'll please contact me in the email below, we will hook up and see if I can get you a gift certificate for the cross stitch store of your choosing. So that's our 2 giveaways. Thank you so much. I so appreciate everybody joining in and subscribing. I have over 2,100 subscribers now, and it's just amazing. It amazes me that 2,100 people want to see what I'm stitching. It just floors me. So many different things coming up in my future videos. You know, there's tutorials. I know I keep saying that, but I'm working now, and it's going to take time, but it's going to be worth the wait. Okay? But you could always, if you're looking for tutorials, you could always go to Vanna, the Twisted Stitcher. She has a blog, she has a YouTube, FLOSSTUBE channel. She does tutorials. She's awesome. So make sure you're doing that. I also have future giveaways that Lindsay from Cross Stitching Plus has sent to me. So we're going to be doing future giveaways, and I'm going to share a few of those things now, even though we're not doing the giveaway right now. It's things that you can look forward to for giveaways. Blackbird Designs, Midnight Ride. That's all for my prim watchers, the people that love that style of design. And then hands-on design. Who doesn't love hands-on design? Kathy is just awesome. Ready, Set, Snow. So winter designs coming. Right, comes with the little pieces that you need to do it. And then her newest design, one of her newest designs, Cranberry Christmas. There's that. Just so cute. So those will be coming up in a future giveaway, along with lots of other things that I have that I want to donate and give away to all of you great stitchers for being loyal subscribers. I think that's it. Where are we at? 46. So I did get cut out somehow, so I'm forgetting something, but I don't know what it is. But I just want to say to everybody, please be safe out there. If you don't need to be out in the public right now, please stay home and take care of yourselves. Those of us that are required to work in order to help the public, it makes it a lot easier if you're not out bored just roaming around in the stores. You don't need to hoard things. We're stocking the shelves as quickly as we can. I know every retailer around the country is trying their best to stock the things that you need. It is a process, and there's no need to be rude or disrespectful to people that are working right now and risking their own health and well-being of themselves and their family to be there for you. The healthcare workers, the retail workers, the truckers who are bringing all this into us. You need to thank them for doing what they do. Okay, being rude and disrespectful. I've had lots of wonderful customers that have thanked me for being there and for stocking and for helping them find the things they want to do with a smile on my face. And I've had lots of customers be rude and disrespectful, and why don't you have what I need, and what is going on here, and why aren't you stocking this, and you know, all that other stuff that's just horrible. Why are you that way? Don't be that way, okay? We don't need to be there. We could close down the store, okay? But we're there every day. We could close down the doctor's office, and you know, it's just, be kind. Be kind. We're all in this together. Not only all of us in the U.S., but all over the world are in this together to defeat this. So protect yourself. Stay out of the public if you can. You don't have to confine yourself to your house. Go for a walk. Go for a bike ride. Just stay away from other people. Okay? You can go out. You don't, you know, if you have a backyard, go sit in the sun. If you let your kids play in the yard and all those other things. You know, if you have a county or a city park that's not closed, you know, that's not gated, you could go for a walk there. But just stay away from people as much as possible in order to protect yourself and protect your family. I want everybody to be safe. I want everybody to be happy. Stitchers should be stitching. This is the perfect time to stay home and stitch. You got no other excuse but to stitch. And I think that's it for now. I want to thank you all for watching. Hopefully I'll be back in 2 weeks with Peg by my side. If we're able to do that, we will. We will definitely do that. We may have to shoot the camera way back and sit further apart. I don't know how we're going to do it. But Peg definitely wants to come back, and she's got a finished show, so she's excited as well. And I want to thank everyone. Be safe, be kind. Bye.